So hello guys, it's another day and today is chess day. And if you saw yesterday's video, yeah, today's chess day, yeah. So I'm going to bench heavy. That's my main goal for today. I'm going to bench 75 kilograms for 5. That's my goal actually. And I'm going to do some like accessories after that. Maybe shoulders, abs. I think I'll do some incline bench too. And then basically like this is going to be it for today's workout. And I just thought about it today, and I'm actually going to take my fucking bike and I'm going to like, because maybe I'll show it later, but I have like an actual like road bike, and I honestly just forgot about it because the weather is usually like dog shit nowadays. It's like it's been raining, windy, and it was like snowing too. I mean, more or less, but yeah. And I couldn't really ride my bike because road bikes have like real small, what's it called, wheels, or and it you slip easily and you can fucking die, honestly. So that's why I didn't really use that bike. But it's like I really like biking, especially like road bike. On my road bike, it's like I really enjoy it. And today is like pretty good weather. The weather is pretty good, so I'm going to take it out and hopefully I can go with my bike, and hopefully the gym will be open because it's the second day of Christmas and I don't know if it's open, but I hope it is. So yeah, basically I just ate my usual like cream of rice pre-workout meal, and I'm going to get dressed and then go to the gym because like I ate this 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago maybe, and yeah, so it like digested well. So right now it's time for getting into the gym and actually working out. So yeah, basically like this is going to be it for this, and yeah, I'm just going to go to the gym.
You're the
So, hello guys, it's actually like 6 p.m. So it's kind of like later after my workout, and I mean, like, today's workout was like kind of strange in a way, because like it was one of those workouts where, at the start of your workout you feel kind of weird. You're not very strong, but you're not like very sore either, so it's like not, weird. But it's like, it's also like not the best you've ever had. It's like, it's kind of hard, but it's not like any special. And it was just so weird because, like, for some reason, like, today's workout, it's like I wasn't sore in any of my like muscles that I trained, but still, like, I didn't get like a great pump or anything. So I don't know, man. Just today's workout was kind of weird. I mean, the the bench was like kind of hard, honestly, because like I like put on 2.5 kgs from last week, and I did the same reps. But I think the my the intensities the intensity was also a bit higher. So because, like, let's say for example, last week I did like RP like 8. I think like today was like RP 9. So I did increase the weight, but it's not in a way where it's like it was like, it's hard to explain. Like, I want to say like I don't want to say like that I didn't get stronger from last time, and it's like, I didn't get stronger, but it's like I might have not recovered very well from last time, and that actually what I was thinking about while I was doing my workout is that, like, when I was like training actually like bodybuilding, I like I always had like a problem with like progressive overloading, because for some reason, like, I could never like track and it's like see and like I could never track and see that I actually got better every day, and or like every workout. And like that's just how it was for me. Like, for example, for the last, like, I don't know, year, or like more than like half a year, like when I went to school, I was like 65 kgs for like, I don't know, like a year straight. Like, last year that I went when I went to school, it's like it was just like 65 kgs the whole year. I swear, bro. Like, I don't know why, but it's like for some reason I just couldn't really like actually improve and gain weight for some reason. And that's, I think, like, I could have like gained so much more like muscle if I would have like taken it seriously. And that's what I actually realized in this workout that I did today, is that I either do too much or too little. Like, it's very hard for me to find that like sweet spot, that middle ground where it's the best to train, like the intensity, because I either like train until like I'm really sore, and I like can't recover very well for my next workout, or like I barely train, honestly. And there is less in the barely train, because the only time I barely train if I don't have like the time or anything, like, I don't know, motivation, or no, it's not motivation, because I usually always have motivation, so it's not the problem of motivation. It's more like time and energy. So that's the only time when I don't have train enough. But it's like I think I train like sometimes a bit too much, and that is what I was thinking about in today's training, is that I think like nowadays I'm like doing a bit too much, and that's why like I mean I can recover because I'm eating a lot, and that's why it's also very good for like if I'm like bulking. I really like it because I can like recover pretty well for my workouts, and yeah, but it's like if I'm overdoing it, it's still not the best, you know. So that's why I'm not going to reduce my volume or intensity yet, only if like it goes on like a week or two and I don't see like progress, then I'm going to like reduce the intensity or like volume. But for now I think it's like, I don't know, because honestly like I see myself getting like physically like like I see myself that I got like bigger muscles, honestly. Like if you compare my like first day of this bulk to this, like for example today, I think I like definitely got bigger. But it's just that for the last year when I said like, you know, I was like 65 kilograms, like I, I mean I didn't really get bigger, honestly. I honestly look the same pretty much. I always had this like, you know, not very like bulky physique. I didn't have like, I wasn't like very lean or fat at this or either. But it's like I was like, you know, kind of skinny fat, and that may have been like a very like bad thing, honestly, because when you're skinny fat, you kind of like don't really see the progress, honestly. I mean, it's not like you see like more progress when you're fat, because you obviously see like less progress because you're just too fat for it. But it's like when you're skinny fat, it's just so like it just feels so bad when you're like training for a year and you've still got the little like shit around your belly and your like side, or I don't know, like, you know, like this part here, and you have this kind of like weird shape where it's like, you know, you're like going there and like this. I mean, it's like hard to describe, you know. It's like an hourglass shape, just in like a boy or a man. So yeah, like I think that's one of the worst physiques you can have, and it's like there is so much controversy about, you know, like bulking or cutting when you're like skinny fat. But it's like because like both could make sense, but not at the same time. And honestly, like if you don't know what you should do when you're skinny fat, my opinion is that you should honestly bulk, because you should just don't really care if you get a bit more fat when you are like already. So because like when you're skinny fat, you actually a bit you have a kind of high body fat compared to your overall like, you know, um for okay, so you have kind of high body fat, but it's like it's not like you're very fat, so it's like cutting wouldn't make much sense, because if you would cut down all that like fat that you have on, you would just only be like skinny, and like you wouldn't be muscular at all. So it's like, you know, if you start training, most of the time if you're not really fat, you should just, you know, cut or sorry, bulk, because you need to get on as much muscle as possible at the start of your training, because like it's like noob gains, bro. Like when you start training, you just gain muscle so much better than like basically like after a year training or after half a year training. I mean, no, like after a year training, you still gain pretty much muscle. I would say like after like 2 years of training, I think that's pretty much when you like stop gaining, like you stop having those noob gains. So I think like pretty much if you're not like really fat, you should probably like bulk for the first like at least 1 year, because then you don't really have enough muscle for like basically anything to, you know, cut down and look shredded or anything. So not bulking just doesn't make sense, because you could cut down, but it's like if you want to just look skinny, then okay, sure, cut down if you're like skinny fat. But if you're like skinny fat and it's like you actually want to look like shredded, you want to like look, you want to have big muscles, you just kind of have to, you know, sacrifice some time for, or some like physical appearance for looking better in the long run. Because it's like you see those guys, like for example like Lex Little, just like I think like a few months ago, like he had like he went on a bulk and he was like pretty like fat, he got pretty fat, and it's like now he looks fucking shredded and it's like he looks really good. So it's like you have to like sacrifice some like physical appearance for some time to actually look good. Because if you gain fat, that's and you gain weight, that's when you regain most of the muscles. And the most effective way to like actually like be shredded is not to just, you know, stay lean and then like gain muscle while you're at it and like main gaining. That could be like fine, but it's not the most effective way. So if you really want to get shredded, the best way is to bulk up and then basically just cut down the fat that you're bulked up, because that's like, yeah, that's the most effective way. Like that's how you're going to be shredded. So yeah, I mean, yeah. And if you're like fat, I mean, you should still train. If you're fat, you should honestly like cut, because like bro, like you don't want to put on more fat. I mean, like it's not because fat is very hard to lose. It's just that if you're like really like fat, it's just so unhealthy. Like you may not realize it, but it's not just like the appearance or anything, or like you know, similar things which like, you know, you might think that it's like doesn't affect your health, like your cardiovascular health and then like basically your overall like health. But you're like pretty much like fucking wrong about this, because if you're fat, then it's not just the appearance and not just your weight, you know, it's all the like the the internal things. Like there are so much diseases, like so much things that you can actually develop when you are fat, like basically because the most common one is like, you know, diabetes and like these cardiovascular diseases, because your organs like get really fatty. Like the basically your organs are like built up the same way, the basically built up the same way as your skin. So they have a layer of like a little like layer of um like, bro, what's it called, shit, um a layer, like they have one layer and under that there is like fat cells. Like basically you gain fat there too, and just like the same with your skin, under your skin. So your organs get fat too. And the thing that it's like that's what makes like that's what that was the cause of like these cardiovascular diseases, and that's why like so many fat people could be having these issues, and there are still like fat people who doesn't have these issues because they may just like have fat on the outside. And that's why there are also people who are not fat, like physically they are not like, you know, they don't have like a big fucking belly or some shit, but it's like they are still they still have these diseases because their organs just get fat. And the most common like um cause or like no like the you know the most like the thing that causes these in most cases there's like too much sugar and like junk food, but that's like bad in another way because like junk food is not usually sugar. I mean, they could be like very sugary too, but it's like most of the time like junk food is like full of like chemicals and shit, so that's like bad for you in another way. Like for me, the main reason that I hate junk food and anything which is like have these like chemicals in it is because they just fuck up my like digestion and my gut health. Because like I don't know, when I eat like junk food, like there was once a time when I was at the airport, and in Hungary the only like fast food and you can get is like McDonald's or KFC or like Burger King, but it's like I never ate those. Maybe like if I go somewhere, I eat KFC because here they make like the KFC like from actual chicken, so that's like real food in a way, but it's like, you know, it's still like fried and shit, so it's like still unhealthy, but it's like a bit better, and they are not really full of chemicals. But like once I went to the airport and I ate from like a fast food, like I don't know, from some American fast food restaurants, which were like I don't know, like some I don't know, like some Wendy's or some, what was it called? Like I don't know, it was like just a like a hamburger or some shit. Oh man, I can't remember. But yeah, it was just some like hamburger shit. Like it was just a fast food restaurant, and you know, like it was just even the taste was good and everything, but it's like it just like seeing it was so unhealthy. Like I don't know, just I just looked at it and it's like it emitted like unhealthy energy, and after that for like 2 or 3 days I had just so fucking like diarrhea every day, and it was just so like my stomach was fucking aching every day, and you know it was just really bad. And it's like, okay, that's like extreme because for an American who like eats these things regularly, he may get these things too, but he may be like more accustomed to it and more used to it, so that's why an actual like American may not have these like issues with it. But it's like me, like never eaten that, actually, like I've never eaten those like that kind of food. I basically like will have these fucking problems because just the chemicals like fuck up my whole gut, like my microbiome and everything. So yeah, and that's like what I wanted to say with this is that that's like actually the thing that I want to avoid the most is like chemicals. Like sometimes I eat like sugary stuff because sugar only makes you like fat, honestly. Like sugar basically only makes you fat. And that's like it's fine. Honestly, like I can take it, especially like if I'm on a bulk, it's like okay, I can take it. Like I get extra energy from it, so it's like I can take it. It's fine. but it's like those fucking chemicals which like fuck up my gut, and it's like my digestion, and it's like I feel like shit for days. Nah, man, those are the worst. So that's why I usually try to avoid both. But you know, if I had the choice, you know, when you go to a store and there is like two kind of like, for example, yogurts, and one is like with sugar, or like it has a bit higher sugar because it has like natural fruits in it or everything or anything, and it's like natural, and that's why it's more sugar. Or you have another choice which has pretty much no sugar, but has all these fucking chemicals in it, and people would choose the one which has the fucking chemicals in it because, you know, it's just less sugar. But if you actually read what those things do, like for example, inulin, it fucking like makes your appetite, it suppresses appetite and shit. Like it's just so weird, like chemical, and just so disgusting and unhealthy. Like I would much rather eat like some sugary stuff than the one with all these chemicals. So yeah, I would like, if honestly, if you have the choice, if you, I mean, I would advise to eat neither. So don't eat don't eat like sugary or very sugary like drinks or like Coke and shit. It's like with the Coke too, like there are like people who, you know, say that like, oh, zero sugar Coke is like bad good, it's good. Yeah, bro, I honestly never looked at the ingredients, but I can just guess the ingredients, and I would much rather drink a Coke with sugar in it than fucking hundreds of chemicals, bro. Like, it may not be hundreds, but tens and like 30, like 50 fucking chemicals in it, and that makes it like fucking, I don't know, taste the same way as a normal Coke. So if you have the choice, I think you should go with the one which is sugary, because at least it doesn't fuck up your head like really much, because it's bad too, but it's like chemicals are like 5 times worse. So yeah, just beware of that. That's I don't know how I got to this, but it's like yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm saying this because like nowadays I've been eating some like desserts or like sweets and shit, because it's the holidays, and you know, relatives make like my one of my like one of the people I know made like a fucking plate of dessert for us. And you know, bagli, I don't know if you know it, you know, it's the the long thing which has like um some like stuff with some what's it called, you know, the black thing, you know, which is like makes you sleepy, but whatever. So so yeah, that's, and she gave that to us, and it's like the plate full of fucking desserts. And you know, I ate some of that, and it's like my mother bought me like little sweets for like Christmas, and you know, I'm not gonna throw it out, so I might as well just eat it. So that's what I've been thinking about. That honestly, like, it's still a lot better than me eating like stuff which is like fucking basically fake food, and it's like full of chemicals. It's like still better if I just eat like sugary stuff. So yeah, I mean, basically like that's pretty much what I wanted to say for this video. I mean, I didn't plan to talk about this, but it's like it just, I don't know, just popped into my mind. So yeah, I guess just like, yeah. So today I did some like good as poses at the gym, like nowadays I've been practicing like posing because I want to get good at it and actually like look big, and just practice it to be better at it. So yeah. So yeah, pretty much just I think this is going to be it for today's video. And tomorrow I'm going to do some deadlifts and some paused squats too, I think, which will be like, I hope they will be good, and I hope I can do them because I'm a bit sore in my hamstring. So I don't know how exactly it will turn out tomorrow, but I really want to I really want to go like deadlift. So I hope I can like actually recover until tomorrow. I mean, like, it's not really recovering. I'm like, I may recover, but I won't be stronger for next time. I mean, like this time, because like I may have like recovered, but it's like I can't like grow extra muscle, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I hope like I won't be sore tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow.